Love Bites, we're going to go over all these solo tracks that I have here. This is what I use. Guys, if you're curious, now we can hear exactly what the drums are doing. I knew the drums were doing intricate stuff during the actual song, but what makes it really cool is the accents in there, and sometimes it gets lost a little bit in the mix. You can hear it during the solo specifically. That's where I think the drums actually shine. So here's Fami's bass. But you can hear right there, that's where she was like going crazy technical on the bass parts right there. That's when she adds her flavors, those technical parts right there. But it's very like in the style of the way that Miho was playing for most of the song. She just adds in more fills than Miho did. Like that, right? And I'll show you guys with the drums here. See, that's stuff that gets lost in it. So you hear how there's like all these breaks and stuff with the kick drum. So she is playing pretty technical, but as you're listening to the song, it doesn't feel as technical. So when other people listen to her and be like, oh, I don't really hear that much, you don't really. You don't hear the tightness that you hear right here with the kick. All the accents and cymbals, everything follow the bass line fill. So Fami and Haruna are right in with each other. It's very tight. So yeah, after listening to it like this, I'm way more impressed with the drums than I was on the first go around. The vocals, guys, I know she didn't enunciate that much, but I didn't realize how much was in there. They did a lot of tracking for the vocals on this.
This is not just bites. This is judgment time. Lord,
it's pretty good. Fucking awesome. I think there's like 4 to 6 tracks, I think. Maybe 4. It's really good. If I'm hearing that correctly, it sounds like she recorded her vocals about 4 times in different octaves, but it is possible to recreate the vocals also to get the timing better. But I think it sounds better when vocalists go in there and they double track themselves or do all the layers.
Every night, everywhere, everything, arriving good times, niggas.
It's amazing.
What is wrong, what is fair, who's to decide?
Oh, here's something funny. You want to hear her? You want to hear her breathe for a second? You know that beginning part where she's just like running away or whatnot, and she's like huffing and puffing out of there. I thought it was pretty hilarious. The program isolated this. I know she did not make that sound while running. Oh wait, we got another breathing noise here. Let's see what she does here. Oh, never mind. I picked up the synth. Oh wait, what? No, hold on. That's creepy. I don't know what that was. You know what? That could have been something left in the mix by accident. Oh, it's during the solo. What? Listen to this bass and drum part right here. It's really cool sounding. Those bass stops is what's really good. Have those nice tight in the pocket, and you don't really hear that in power metal. Normally they would just went. Instead, they're doing like these chops and stuff behind it. New respect for Haruna. I really didn't think anything much of her, to be honest, drum wise. But after hearing the solo, I'm like, that's pretty fucking tight. It's really good. Like right here, like later on in the solo, I remember telling Frank in our reaction, the band reaction, about how there's all these accents and crazy parts that are really underneath all the solos, and that's right here. That's really bad sounding. I want to hear that again. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty fucking good. I love how that. So this glass breaking right here. All they did was to get that swell effect you can tell right here in the actual audio. This is a very common thing that we do in mixing. So right here, this mirrored image, they literally took this right here and reversed the audio so you get this swell effect. So it's just a glass breaking but in reverse. The drums are going off. I can't believe I didn't catch any of this while listening to the song. I mean, you hear those kicks right there? She's slapping like in the middle. It's like in these in-between parts. That's where she slaps it out. She pretty much played the same break right here. This one was just straight fingers. And then this one, you can tell, has a little slap technique in it. It's more percussive. I didn't realize she's just slapping the same riff. And then right there, she goes back to a simpler form. So she changes it up on every single fill. She's playing the same notes, but she's playing in a different style. That's pretty cool. So instead of changing the structure of the notes or doing a different fill, she kind of just like, okay, one time I'm going to play it all the way through. The other time I'm going to slap it through. The other time I'm just going to play solid quarter notes in between instead. And that's another way to change it up. You know, it just makes it more interesting, probably for her too, because it is very repetitive of a song. Players will do that to make it more interesting. They'll like change up little nuances to keep them more interested into it also. First some straight fingers and some slapping, got it. And that's how you got Asami to make these vocal noises. It's crazy Fami is this good at just 20. I know, that's insane.